Boom! What's up, everybody? We've got a stick review here. This is the Swift ZT Pro 2. Shout out Apple a Day for hooking us up here. Pretty much making this video possible here. They got a deal with Swift, and they got a batch of sticks in, and they ended up hooking me up. So we've been play testing this one here. We've been skating with this for probably about a month now, so pretty consistently. We've got the P9275 Flex, perfect specs for me, no complaints there. The Flex feels pretty accurate, or it feels like a, kind of like a common 75 Flex. It is an ultra low kick point, and yeah, it feels really solid. We're gonna have I'll throw a bunch of clips in of it from GoPro games, and I think we had some mic'd up games. Not really sure. I'll have to look back here, but yeah. So I have a lot of sticks. If you've seen the stick collection videos, we got a lot of sticks in the collection here. So, but the thing is, I really don't have that many that are, the high end. Yeah, I brought out two that are, I've got like I've got one sink and I've got one tracer, Bauer sink and tracer. So I've had experience with, the high end sticks from other brands, and this is obviously Swift's high end stick. So it's been nice. It's been nice to be ripping with this thing. It's coming in at 350 grams, super light, and honestly, it felt really balanced. It didn't feel, like top heavy or blade heavy, so really no complaints there. I'll just read off some of the stats here. So it's got 50K carbon core wrapped in 17 precision layers. It's got the Swift, their kind of marketing thing is the Swift Blade Tech, which is a Fuse 50K plus 24K plus 18K carbon blade. And then it's got the SS2 round shaft, which is really solid. It feels really comfortable in hand. I've got, a few of the Supremes, like the old Supreme sticks, or, kind of like, I've got some Pro Stock sticks that have the square shaft, and I'm really not a huge fan of it. Obviously, these two have the 5-side, the Nexus sticks have the 5-side, which I don't mind, but I do enjoy the more of the rounder feel on the corners. So, like the sink, or like the sink here, it's got some rounded corners too. So it was pretty good. I mean, I don't have no complaints. It really does feel like just a good overall stick. I don't have too many complaints here. I usually don't take big winding slap shots or clap bombs or anything. So, typically the ultra low point isn't, or the low point or low kick point isn't great in general in any stick for that type of shot. So for me, it works out because I don't really have to worry about that. I'm more of a, try to get in tight, make a move, or make, a quick shot. So that obviously caters to me quite well. Like I said, I've been using it for about a month now. So yeah, just a couple like minor marks, like scuff marks, but no breaking, no cracks. So overall, the durability for me has been good. I know a lot of people like Beer League Bum and all that, they're a big slap shot guy and they go through a bunch of sticks, but usually I'm pretty decent at not having many break. So if I'm looking on their site here, when it comes to, fortunately, like I said, Apple Day, they hooked me up and it was perfect specs. But when it comes to customization, you can get 70, or for the senior sticks, you can get 70 through 102, which is nice because I know some guys, some of old heads still are looking for like anything above an 85. Back in the old days, I feel like the 90 to 100 flex was more common. So you can get 95 up to, or 95 and 102 flex if you were to want. The curves available are the 92, 28, 88, and the 90 TM, which again, I think is also nice because a lot of people still like those P88 curves, and I feel like they're getting phased out of some of the brands like Bauer and CCM. So if you still like it, you don't want to change, I guess you can still get that with a Swift. So, and it goes for all of their, and it goes, I think, for all of their different lines. I know Adam Rader, he's got the Spectre. I forget what the whole name of it is, but he's got the Spectre in a 28. So yeah, for when it comes to visuals here, I really like the gold, the kind of chrome gold here with the kind of the tapers. So I'm a huge fan of the looks, honestly. I think the Swift looks clean on it. You know, I think some of these brands is kind of tough when it comes to the branding, if you don't have like a cool name or something. But Swift is pretty clean. I think it's good. I think it fits in with some of these bigger markets. When I first initial impressions when I first got it was the pinginess of the blade, the pinginess. Sound that out. It felt really pop. Obviously, I feel like all new sticks, the pop is pretty solid, but I thought just the general stick handling and the shooting, the blade felt very stiff and, like I said, kind of pingy when you're hitting that puck around. And so far, like I said, it's been about a month, maybe a little bit over, and it doesn't feel like it's lost, you know, like that much pop or anything. I can still rip with it really hard. So the pop is still there. I don't think it's, you know, I don't think durability is a huge issue so far, at least. But like I said, I really like that pinginess, and it doesn't feel like it's been, I don't feel like it's gone away just off of using it. So overall, really solid. I honestly don't have anything negative. Like I said, I'm not being sponsored by Swift to talk about it. I'm not being sponsored by, well, Apple Day, they hooked me up with it, you know, but not being paid to promote the stick. I'm just giving my honest thoughts here. I think it's a really solid stick. I didn't even cut it. You know, it's kind of just like my perfect height right at the nose. So obviously these two are different height, but this is probably what I would prefer it. Like the sink. Yeah, sink is the same height, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much what I would go for here. So yeah, we're gonna, like I said, throw clips in, just my honest review of it. I really enjoy it. Thanks again to Apple a Day Raider for hooking me up here. Really sweet stick. I'm pretty sure their promotion is still going on, which they've got some stock of the Swift sticks. And if you want any, I think at a discounted price too. So I also forgot to mention the ZT Pro 2 comes in at 180 bucks retail. So pretty solid, and you know, for what I believe feels like a top end stick. You know, most of my sticks don't go and pay retail for. Get them on Sideline or used or eBay or something like that. So I'm usually not looking to pay that premium price for the retail, you know, top end sticks, and that's, in comparison to the rest, is much more affordable. So yeah, it's still a little, you know, obviously a little pricey, but like I said, in comparison to a brand new Sync, Tracer, Twitch, all that stuff, Jet Speed, pretty decent. So forgot to add that in. So you can hit them up either through Facebook or on their site. I'll link it and I'll kind of show you how to get there. So yeah, pretty good deal, I think. You can obviously go over to Swift and get them and for retail. So that's pretty much going to do it here. Just a quick little video. Thought I'd make it, showcase some new twig. Love the gold. Nice feel, well balanced, pingy, some decent goals so far. So appreciate everyone tuning in here. Hope everyone enjoyed. If you want more like this, you know, I'll see what I can get my hands on. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Peace.